I just don't understand people that come out here and protest, and then, oh, look at that.
Now you're a joke too.
I just became an official Hillary Clinton supporter.
Yeah, you are.
Why am I racist?
You like Trump.
Oh my
That's
God,
why. Fuck Donald Trump.
Why is this young man racist for wearing a Donald Trump shirt?
Because Trump is a racist, xenophobic, Islamic-hating, Mexican-hating.
Wow, I've never heard that before. Okay, so...
Did you hear that? Did you hear that like off the internet? Or?
That's what he says.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he says that stuff.
Just plain out.
What did he say?
Naughty, that kind of looks like
No, yeah, it's not. It's a shirt, and I'm allowed to wear it.
This is a shirt too.
Yeah,
He's
and
also allowed to wear it.
yeah, but it means he supports someone that's a terrible human being.
And why do you say that? I mean,
Because Trump is a terrible human being, and that's the end of the discussion.
Do you see Trump supporters going to like Bernie Sanders rallies and harassing Bernie Sanders voters?
You know, if they're wimps and they're scared and they have no balls, that's not our problem.
He's not worth your time. Don't talk to this man. He's not worth your time.
No, but they would like to take out your gun when they'd like to.
He is not worth your time. No, he's an idiot. Let's agree.
I'm an idiot. Why am I an idiot?
Fluoride in the water supply, boy.
Why am I an idiot?
Fuck that nigga Trump.
All right.
Hey, it that gang shit. Gang shit. Fuck Trump. Fuck Donald Trump. Hey, fuck.
These guys are real good at ad hominem attacks. Are you, what are you out here protesting?
People whose head bob when they're traveling. Their head bobs.
You mean, what about like Hillary Clinton when she's talking and having a seizure? What do you think about that?
I think that she needs a skynapper. That's what I'm here promoting.
So what, are you here selling products?
No, promoting them, because I live right here and you're making so much noise that I said, look, I'm trying to work and we're trying to promote a new product.
So you're just promoting a product?
No, but this is the world's best travel pillow. It holds your head up so it doesn't bob.
Do you think? Oh, you know what? Why don't you? Hey, you know what? Hey, can
talk about Hillary Clinton?
Let me do you a favor. I want you to make a sales pitch right now. Why Hillary Clinton needs this traveling pillow?
So she won't be a head bobber, and clown. She needs it because she's a clown over here.
Come here, sir. Why don't you do an interview? You keep running around saying that. He won't talk to me.
Can I do an interview on interviewing you?
Okay, sure.
All right. I'm here with, what's your name?
Owen Schroyer from Infowars.com.
Why do you support Donald Trump?
I support Donald Trump because he is bringing up real issues in this country. He's bringing real issues to the forefront that Americans have been trying to bring into the picture for a long time. Illegal immigration, secret pages of 9/11 investigations, TPP. These are three things that were never covered. Exactly. The Trans-Pacific Partnership is a trade deal that...
It's kind of like NAFTA?
It's very much like NAFTA. It will reduce basically American jobs values and American manufacturing values and ship that overseas, just like we've been seeing in the last decade. I'm the crazy one here.
I think that, sorry, can I hold this? Yeah, go ahead. I think that Donald Trump is morally wrong. He might be a businessman, but I've seen many things that prove that he is a bigoted, xenophobic racist. And I don't think that bigoted, xenophobic racist should be in the White House anymore.
What has he said that's bigoted and racist?
I can't quote anything right now because I'm not politically connected.
This is a protest. Hey, do you have anything to say? He has said nothing. Do you have anything to say at all? Are you a professional percussionist? Do you just play the drum all day or do you protest? What do you do? Wow. This guy has a high level of intellect. Well, you know what? I guess this is better than someone coming up to me and cursing at me and calling me a racist. Why won't you comment? Why are you banging a drum? Is it hot out here? All right, this guy will provide me nothing. You want to move on? Hey, where's that? Hey, this guy. Hey, why is Alex Jones a jerk? Why is Alex Jones a jerk?
He's a con man.
What, has Alex Jones conned you?
The frogs, dude, they're putting shit in the frogs, and the frogs are gonna kill the police, and
That's actually scientific research has showed that that's actually a fact, but that's fine too.
Frogs are gonna kill the
I'm just curious, man, you're out here protesting. Hey, can you put your sign down? You're out here, I don't understand people that, I'm not in your face, calm down. I just don't understand people that come out here and protest, and then, oh, look at that.
Now you're a joke too.
I just became an official Hillary Clinton supporter. I got my red nose on. All right, well, apparently they're not with Hillary. So here's the deal, folks. Here's the deal. I don't understand.
We're not with anybody. We're here against you.
I don't. You're against me?
No, we're against Trump.
Oh, you're against Trump. Well, I like Trump.
That's his nose.
I don't want that. You can say that back.
You're kinda...
Here's what I don't understand. People who come out here to protest, and then you ask them what their protest is, why they're protesting, and then they won't talk to you. You would think if you're out here protesting, there is something driving you to do that. There's a motivational factor. And then when I give them a platform to talk about their issues, they completely ignore me. I get balloons. This is a clown. This guy, yeah, I do actually. Or do you have a clown degree? Did you go to clown school?
I do.
Wait, hey, it's official. So are you clowns against Trump?
Yeah, we are.
All right, we're here with Clowns Against Trump in downtown Austin. We got balloons, we got funny faces, we got red noses going around. We got very little facts.
Really good at spinning stuff.
What have I spun?
You spun this whole situation for yourself.
I have reported everything I've seen. What have I spun?
What?
What did I spin?
I think you spin. You're gonna take this and probably spin it, right?
I'm asking you, how did I spin everything I've seen?
How you're gonna do it, but you're probably going to.
Yeah, you seem to not know anything. You don't know much about Trump. You don't know much about policies. You don't know much about spin. You're just out here with a red nose and face paint on trying to draw some attention. Well, that's because most Americans have no idea about politics. And this is what we get, folks. When you live in a country where most people are completely ignorant, you got people out here so confused, they paint their faces like clowns.
Than anything, I don't support Trump. That is the most important thing. We have to stop Trump. And okay, that's 90% of my opinion. The other 10%, I would say, where I'm at right now, I like Bernie Sanders. I've done a lot of traveling. I've done a lot of traveling, in Europe, Denmark and Sweden. Iceland. Life is better over there. So what they're doing in the Nordic countries is working, and that's what Bernie wants to do here. Nationalize healthcare, taking care of people. It's better for everybody. It's better for society as a whole. And we're right next to Trenton. It's we have some very poor and violent communities here in the United States. I'm not okay with that. Those communities don't exist to that same extent in countries that have more of a democratic socialist system, and I think it's worked. We don't have to talk hypotheticals. These things work. So right now I support Bernie more than anyone else.
So if Bernie doesn't get it, you will support Hillary, anything to beat Trump?
Absolutely, yes. I'm going to be there on voting day, no matter what, voting against Trump. Yeah, exactly. I think.
Do you think Hillary going to be good for women's rights?
I got to say I'm not really an expert in that. In Hillary. Surely not going to be bad for women's rights. I mean, the fact that she's female, so the fact that she's being, if that's what you're getting at, the fact that she is being elected president as a female is great for women's rights. That in its own right. In terms of her policies, I'm just not really an expert to say either way. But Trump will definitely reduce women's rights and their standing in society. And again, you look around the world. There are plenty of countries right now where women, have a very low status in society, and they're objectified and belittled. And I don't want to go in that direction. I want to go in the direction of, again, like Nordic countries where they have a higher status than here.
Well, speaking of other countries like Saudi Arabia, what do you think about Hillary supporting Saudi Arabia, getting funding from Saudi Arabia?
Yeah, Hillary supporting Saudi Arabia. I actually don't really know much about that story.
How old are you?
16.
16. Okay, so you see all this stuff going on right now during this election. What do you think the future is going to be for you? Because you're 16, so you got a long way to look forward to. What do you think is going to happen? Do you think this is going to get worse?
Well, I wouldn't call this worse, but some people are just, a little immature and childish, and I don't think that they're going to be supportive members of society. But, my friends and I, we have hopes for the future, of course, for America. I'm personally a Swiss citizen, so if all else fails, I'll go to Switzerland. But I still have hope for America.
Are any of you guys Hillary supporters?
No, we are not. We support the Green Party and Jill Stein and Bernie Sanders, but we do not support a two-party system that traps us in this rigged system and leaves a whole bunch of people just scattering around, like not knowing what to do but just give up.
What about you guys? Were you guys Hillary Clinton?
Hillary. They're too young. They don't know, okay? It's Hillary. All right, all this crazy bullshit that's been made up about Hillary for 30 years. They've been playing the Karl Rove playbook. Hillary's bad. Hillary's evil. It's all made up. I remember when she was First Lady. There's not one person that's done more for this country than Hillary Clinton. She knows what to do. She'll be ready on day one. She's capable.
What do you think about the health concerns surrounding Hillary Clinton and how, you know, that she's too sick?
Bullshit? Am I allowed to say bullshit? Because that's the biggest bullshit thing. I mean, they tried this shit against Kerry with the Swift boating, and now they're going to try and drag up something totally, making it up out of whole cloth. Okay, it's a total lie. But if they can get people talking about it, hey, it's a media world.
What exactly? So you're basically saying that it's a conspiracy theory, sir? Are you believing that the investigation on the Clintons and the murders surrounding were conspiracy theories?
They have investigated time and time and time and time again, and they found absolutely nothing.
That's not true. They did not say they didn't find absolutely nothing. They just let her off.
Let her off for what?
For the email scandal that happened.
No scandal. There never was a scandal. I mean,
sounds more like you're in denial. What about you? Are you guys Hillary supporters too?
No, I'm voting for Darrell Castle of the Constitution Party. I believe he's the only constitutional candidate that'll be on the ballot, at least in Ohio. So.
What about you? Are you a Hillary supporter?
I'm an anti-Trump. That's what I am.
You're just anti-Trump?
Absolutely. He's a buffoon, he's a racist, and he doesn't have the experience or temperament to be president.
So those are all ad hominems. Can you actually give me one of his policies you don't like?
To say that he doesn't have the experience or temperament to be president is not ad hominem.
Well, the name calling is.
Calling him a buffoon? Oh, sure, that is. Absolutely. You're very intelligent.
What about you?
I vote for Mrs. Hillary Clinton. They are respected people all over this planet, in Beijing, Rio de Janeiro, in Moscow, and Paris, and London, and all over this globe. And they are intelligent, good people, and I vote for Hillary.
What does your sign say?
My sign, actually, I help somebody here with the sign.
Okay, so you're an ex-Tea Party girl, so are you a Hillary supporter?
No, I'm not. I don't know who I'm voting for right now, to be perfectly honest with you.
So what are you coming out here to protest then?
I'm against Trump. I'll decide who I'm voting for later.
Trump sends all his job-making things overseas. Read the sign.
So do you think that people should, more companies should be brought back to America?
Yeah, but it'll never happen.
Well, Trump's saying that he's going to make it happen.
The reason that I'm here is I don't support either one, and I don't like Trump. I think he's a right-wing reactionary, but I think he's a lesser evil in the fact that he is trying to dampen this constant day-by-day demonization of Putin to push us towards World War III. I think in that case, he is a lesser evil. I won't vote for either one. And these people can't understand anything except A or B. They're very simple-minded. You can oppose both, and they're only opposing one to the benefit of the biggest warmonger, Hillary Clinton, the biggest supporter of terrorism, who created, along with a number of other presidents in the CIA, ISIS. He has recently come out and said that Obama created ISIS. And then he had to back down and say I was being sarcastic. But he was telling the truth. And it wasn't only Obama or partisan. It was Bush, it was Bill Clinton, it was Ronald Reagan before them that supported all of these incarnations of Al-Qaeda.
Hi, I've watched your show before. What's up?
So are you a Hillary supporter?
I am not. I support Dr. Jill Stein.
And so you're just here to say you're anti-Trump, but you're going to actually be voting for Jill Stein?
That's correct. I go to the University of Akron, and there are many Muslim students and Mexican students as well as other countries. and we do not support the things that Donald Trump has said about them. We do not support.
He's not actually said anything about Mexicans. He's said about illegal immigrants. Do you know the difference between Mexicans and illegal immigrants?
He said that I believe that some of them are good when he was referring to them as the majority of them as being rapists and criminals. And we all know,
illegals, meaning they're breaking the law.
we all know that he was referring to largely the Mexican population.
He was not. He was referring to the illegal people that are here.
Correct.
Do you think it's proper to let illegal immigrants from other countries that have committed violent crimes into the country without being vetted?
No, I think that we definitely still need to vet the people that come into this country. It's just we need to make it so that getting into this country is easier to do legally, because the problem is when it's easier to live in America illegally than it is to live here legally, you create a dynamic where people are more apt to live here illegally. You need to make it so that it's easier to get your green card and make the path to citizenship easier. There are people who work at the university that have been waiting for their citizenship for 12 years, and they've been working here as a professor with their doctorate.
And with Donald Trump, he's the only candidate who's addressed these issues properly and is willing to change the system. Hillary is not going to change the system, and it's just going to allow for more illegal immigrants here, which are then going to come work here and get paid below minimum wage standards. So what do you think about that?
Well, I already said I'm not a Hillary Clinton supporter. I support Dr. Jill Stein.
Are you guys Hillary Clinton supporters?
No. No, thank you.
Are you a Hillary supporter?
Yes, I am.
Why?
Because she's not Trump.
Why did he get his hat taken by somebody who dislikes Donald Trump?
Are you talking to the camera or are you talking to us?
I mean,
you talking to the camera or are you talking to us?
Why can't he walk around and have his personal property and not worry about it?
Who are you talking to?
Hey, who are you talking to?
Explain the Trump supporters. Who are you talking to? Explain that. All my people. Who's my people?
All of your people. All of your people.
What about your people? What about all of your people? What about the people who are calling us racial slurs? What about the people who are holding Confederate flags?
Hey, listen.
What about the people? What about the people who are attacking? Who are attacking protesters?
Am I going to be able to speak?
Bro, no. You have nothing to say.
People who are racist. People who are racist are disgusting.
He's an agitator.
People who are racist are disgusting. People who are racist.
You're giving him energy.
People who dislike Mexicans are disgusting.
Conversation, man. I'm sorry. Let's ignore him. He's an agitator.
Look at this. These are people who dislike Donald Trump right here.
These are people. I asked him to debate me earlier, and he was scared. I asked him to debate me earlier, and you were scared.
I can't even speak.
I asked you to debate me.
Okay, do you want to debate now?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, what do you want to debate about? Do you want to be civil and stop acting like a savage?
Oh, I'm a savage? You fucking...
Okay, because look how he's acting. Look how he's acting.
The moment you start assuming something, you know what happens? The moment you start assuming something about someone, you guys.
You are Uncle Tom, and that's why we can't fucking advertise with you. Oh, you know exactly what the fuck Uncle Tom is. I'm letting you know that I don't care about your fucking rhetoric. So
I'm still voting for Donald Trump.
I don't really care who you vote for.
I'm still voting for Donald Trump, buddy.
No, I can agitate because he's fucking agitating.
So what? So what?
I can agitate because I don't care about going to jail. I know, yeah.
You're upset.
Where do you live? Fuck, I give a fuck. Yeah, savage, Brian Gumble, you need to. Ass nigga. Hey, you need to.
You're hilarious.
If he gives you a drink,
buddy. Bye-bye. I will say this. Anybody who dislikes Mexicans based off of their ethnicity, or anybody off of their ethnicity, is disgusting. Racism is disgusting. Me as an African-American man, I could not stomach myself voting for somebody who I felt was a racist. So Donald Trump is not voted. He's not motivated by racism
Let me give
whatsoever.
you a story. Costa Mesa. The people started protesting in Costa Mesa. You know what the Trump supporters started chanting at the Mexican Americans? Send them back. Send them back.
They were just doing
Build a wall.
They were just doing that right
to
now.
Mexican Americans.
To Mexican Americans.
They were just doing that right now.
Okay, now, no, I don't.
Look at all the people, the soccer games where they're saying
that
they're saying.
You have a really big mouth.
I do. That's right.
You have a really big mouth.
Why don't you just repeat what I'm saying?
Okay, now I have a question. I have a question for all of you. Was it right? Hold on. Okay. I have a question. Was it right for him to have his hat taken?
Totally not.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. But was it right?
It's not right.
Was it right?
They affected both of us, and they're making us
But was it right?
Fuck that.
But was it right for the? Are you okay? that the Confederate flag went up.
The Confederate flag is disgusting.
Okay.
I don't support
so
the
why
Here, I'll explain. So we had an intellectual conversation.
And he's a Bernie Sanders
both
supporter.
sides,
He supports Bernie Sanders.
The difference between me and him is we both have a strong dislike for racism. But where we split is that when Trump calls out Mexicans for being rapists and criminals, and I assume some of them are good people.
Some of them.
Time out. Let me finish what I'm saying.
Okay, go ahead.
And then, so that's where me being a white guy who is like almost white class, I got offended, but he did not. So he's willing to put that to side to look at other things like securing the border and having a strong financial economy. But it's just a matter of you're a person. I can't stomach that. It's like you're going on a date with someone. That's a deal breaker.
So let me just say one thing. That's because I don't feel that Donald Trump has a personal motivation to incite hatred towards Mexicans.
Okay, time out. Who does the KKK support? Who does the KKK support? Bernie?
Hey,
who do the white supremacists support?
You can't help who supports you.
Who do they support?
You can't help who supports you.
Wait. Hey, I've never liked someone that the KKK likes. I've never liked someone that the KKK likes.
You can't help who.
You are with the KKK, bro.
This is ridiculous. You
You're
cannot
with the
help.
white
You
supremacists and the
cannot
skinheads.
help who supports you.
You are white with the
You
skinheads.
cannot control who supports you.
You're a fake skinhead, man. You're a wannabe skinhead.
He's pandering to
Hey,
racism. He's pandering to racism in this country. That's why the Confederate flag went up, and that's why nobody's telling you.
You cannot help
That
who
is
supports
why
you.
the KKK
If you're
is
a
with Donald
public
Trump.
figure, you cannot help who supports you.
That's
not
true.
true.
That's not
Why
true.
do you have-
Usually you
I
support
mean,
like-minded
how
individuals.
many
No, yeah,
Usually you
exactly.
support people that are on the same page as
endorsed
you
the
are.
candidate?
And
Why are they
like-minded
endorsing him?
individuals, true.
I mean,
Donald
like,
Trump
the
is
thing is, he's making these he's making these blanket,
small fish to
these,
fry.
he's
Trump is
making
like-
these blanket
Exactly.
generalizations.
To
making blanket
some point, I do
generalizations
agree
about
that you
Hispanics,
can't control it. It's a
about
wash,
Muslims.
though. There's
He's
many
doing
other
this, and
Trust me,
and
man.
like,
Hey, there's a camera right here. Can you tell the people who are going to watch this, why do you dislike Donald Trump?
why do I dislike?
Policy.
I
Tell you
dislike
why.
him. I
Tell you
dislike.
why.
No, this is why.
No, no, no,
I'll
no.
tell you right now.
Me and you.
Because my great-grandfather fought in World War II to fight against fascism. And when someone's bringing fascist policies into the country, I think it's unacceptable.
That's an
this
opinion.
No, it's not. It's not. What's it? It's opinion that he's fascist. He's xenophobic. He's extremely xenophobic. He's extremely xenophobic. He's incredibly corporatist. I mean, like, how can, like, tell me what policy that he has is not fascist? I mean, like, the thing is like, the wall is fascist. His immigration policy is fascist. Hold on. His foreign policy, his war policy, just the act of saying, you know, we need to target family members of the terrorists. We need to target children in some cases. That's incredibly fascist. That's something that Hitler would say.